So the last thing we're going to practice in addition to in introduction to solving by completing the square is to actually complete the square. The last two steps we did were expanding a square of a binomial and factoring a perfect square of trinomial. But now we're going to create a perfect square trinomial. Now we noticed that the pattern was that this is ax squared in standard form, ax squared plus bx plus c. And we noticed that half of b, right? And we're going to take half of b and then we're going to square it. And that's going to make this a perfect square trinomial. So I'm going to add a c term that is half of b squared. So in this case, my b is 6, and I'm going to take half of that, and I'm going to square it. So half of 6 is 3, and squared is 9. So now, this, if I add a 9 on here, that is a perfect square trinomial. We could do another one real quick. Let's say that I had x squared plus 20x. Let's actually make, and then what do I need to add on? Well, half of 20, 20 over 2 is, so half of b squared, so half of 20 is 10, and 10 squared is 100. So now this is a perfect square trinomial. And it would factor, then we can take this next step and factor it and say x plus 10 squared equals x squared plus 20x plus 100. And you can check it by expanding this back out. Plus 10x plus 100, which equals x squared plus 20x plus 100. So this is true. These two things are equivalent. And but the key to it is adding half of b squared to this side in this constant space. So go practice that on the sheet.